Okay, DLK just put out an all points bulletin looking for a hydraulic fitting. So I figured I'd use this opportunity to tell you what I've discovered over the years of farming. Now, usually when you blow a hydraulic hose, you have to get the end crimped back on the new hose to match the fitting you're using. Well, I have learned over the years that you can pay through the yin-yang for them ends that go on them hydraulic hoses. So, in the last 4 or 5 years, I've started using just one end on my hydraulic hoses. If it's and that's a NPT thread. Most of them come with the crimp on. They can be 1/4 inch, 3/8, all the way up to 1 inch. So I found these little things, and they're called ball swivels. Now you can see it's got a swivel attachment on the end, but if you look in the end, you see it's got a little tapered bowl in there. Well, the nice thing about that little tapered bowl is that most of your fittings, pipe thread fittings, let me get this thing where I can see it. There it is. You can see, get it in the light, you can see the end of that fitting has a small taper in it. Well, just so happens that bowl swivel will fit that taper, and you don't have to use any sealant, and you don't have to gorillarize it. Most of the time I'll buy these in different configurations to match what is on the implement. The male end can come NPT, it can come O-ring, or JIC. But that way I just buy those either in the size that I need to adapt to what I want to put in the hose on, and then all I have to do is buy a hole crimp on end that's got an NPT end on it. Doesn't have to have a swivel on it. So that lessens the impact of the cost, because you can buy a 1 inch NPT plain end fitting for about $4, $6. Whereas if you got to buy like a JIC fitting or a swivel JIC taper with the female end on it, them thing can run, a 1/2 inch one can run $6, $7, or $8. So I've learned this over the years, that I only use the male crimp-on fittings on the end of my hoses. That way it's real simple. You get there 2 wrenches, and you ain't got to struggle with it. I mean, just I'd say 50 to 60 foot-pounds will tighten that fitting to where it won't leak with no sealant. So if I use all my ends, because I got a whole bunch of different tractors, and some of them got different hydraulic coupling ends on the end of them, I adapt all my hydraulic ends in my inventory with those ball swivels on the end of it. So if I got to change tractors in 5 minutes, I can have both ends changed. So that's just a little bit of what I've picked up over the years. And you can buy these things. I think these 1/2 inch ones right here were about $2 or $3 a piece, maybe less than that if you buy a lot of them. But the people I deal with on hydraulic stuff is called WWW Discount Hydraulic Hose. They'll ship you hose, fittings, whatever you want. So I hope this helps anybody and everybody, that you can maybe save a few dollars here and there. With that, I'll let you go. So you folks take care, have a good day, and look for me when you see me.